Let's get you started with report card setup so you can generate your custom comments in no time. Please note that depending on the grade you have selected for your classroom, whether kindergarten or grades 1 to 8, the report card wizard will automatically be configured to generating those types of comments. In this example, I'm going to show you how to set up report cards for a split grade class of grade 4 and grade 5 combined. First, open the report card tool on your dashboard. For easiest setup, the report card setup wizard. Select the reporting cycle for this class. Select the reporting period. Note the text box, which allows you to enter any sort of notes that you may have regarding how you report. This could be anything from tonality to admin guidelines. The more information you provide, the better. But if you'd like simple, growing success-aligned comments, you can leave this section blank, given that most of us have particular guidelines for how our school or district reports. Feel free to insert this information on the first page of the setup wizard. Next, you're going to select the subcategories of learning skills configuration for your particular cycle. Confirm the skills being assessed. This can be anything you may want to speak to about any given student across your entire class. Be sure to select anything that you may want to report on or value as a sub-learning skill in your class. If you have a request for any sub-learning skills, please don't hesitate to drop us a line by the purple Help button in the top right corner and sending us an email with your desired added sub-skill. In order to configure the subject tool, be sure to add all the overall expectations that you are reporting on for a particular period. Selecting all for a subject is a quick way to get started. However, this will mean you will have more sliders for scoring a student across each subject and will need to be selective given the reporting period you're currently in. You can edit this at any time by clicking the Setup button in the screen where you score students, which once set up for a particular term, the report card tool from your dashboard will automatically bring you to the scoring page instead of setup. Save the setup. Now, continue into the report writer to start generating comments. Be sure to confirm reporting period, as this will adjust the character limits based on the Ontario report card standards. In this case, we're going to do progress report cards for a 4 and 5 homeroom class. Start off by pressing the Learning Skills tab. You'll notice that your students will appear on the left-hand side. Each of them has their own snapshot of a score that you can set, which is automatically saved even if you don't generate a comment. For each of the categories and sub-skills, think about how the student performs across any given sub-skill, focusing on what you would like to report on for that particular student. Drag the sliders 0 to 100. Dragging it to 0 makes it inactive and does not get inserted into the comment. If you accidentally press a slider, simply bring it back to 0 or press the X. You'll notice that there is a suggestion for the grade, which is based on an algorithm that prioritizes the extremities of your selections. The suggestions for grades updates live, as you can see from the color-coded letters. Set at least one slider in each of the 6 learning skills in order to generate a comment for learning skills. You must activate at least one slider per learning skill or additionally provide evidence using the voice input tool. Speak freely about your student, and Milo will incorporate your feedback and observations into the comment as appropriate. Keep the first pass quick. Under Evidence Notes, add brief teacher evidence. One concrete example is enough. As an option, feel free to input using your voice to make things easy. You know your students best, so speak freely and Milo will prioritize what you say in each box. However, just to give you some information on how the comments are generated, we have designed an algorithm that prioritizes the extremities of your sliders picked. Anything in the middle will be less likely included, unless of course it's the only thing you've selected. Otherwise, scores below 40% will be included in the next steps automatically, and scores above 70% will be reported as strength early on in the comment. This applies to both the learning skills as well as the subject comment tool. Record evidence quickly as there's a 2-minute timeout. Hit the square to stop. Be sure to enable microphone input in your browser for this to work, and ensure your computer is using the mic in your system settings. Move at least 6 sliders across the 6 skills to generate. Select Generate. Review the draft for accuracy and tone. Keep what's true. Edit what isn't. Select Expand to add detail. Select Tighten to reduce length. Request changes or click to see earlier versions. If the setup changes, select Reset to latest setup. To restart scoring, select the Clear button. It's that easy.